Hi, I'm Karen and I am looking forward to doing 45 minutes of yoga with you. So we're going to have some good deep stretches in this. We're going to hold some for longer than others. We will do some flow as well, so this is going to be a good combination. We'll need a yoga strap towards the end. You can use a karate belt, you can use a necktie, piece of rope, anything like that. So be sure to just make this your class. Know when you need to modify something, know when you need to back off and take a break, and then just know when you need to, well, hold it for another breath or so. Only you know your body, and I want you to listen to it, okay? This is a Skype class, so some of the directions are gonna look opposite to what I say. Feel free to either do what you hear me say or what you see me doing. Be nice and balanced in the end. So here we go. All right, so we're gonna actually start laying down today. I want you to make sure that you've got your yoga strap that you'll need. And we're gonna start lying down on our back. So our feet are on the mat. Just want you to let those knees fall in towards each other. Just rest your arms at your sides. Let's take some deep breaths in and out, letting that belly lift as you inhale and lower as you exhale. And you can just you can even close your eyes for these first few breaths. Just trying to reduce any distractions that you've got. Making sure that we're just bringing all of our focus right here. Letting that belly lift as you inhale and lower as you exhale. And you're not trying to press your low back down. You're not trying to arch your back. It's just that honoring that natural curve in your spine. Remember, we're going to bring our breathing in and out through our nose. Get all that oxygen to the muscles that need it today. You can gently open your eyes, and with those feet separated, let's kind of windshield wiper those knees. So kind of come over to one side and hold it there for just a second, and then slowly switch. So back and forth. Deep breaths. Let's just go one more time to each side. And then let's walk those feet towards our fingers. So our arms kind of come down to the sides. And let's just very gently lift those hips up into our bridge. Letting that belly lift and lower. And on your exhale, let's peel that spine down just one vertebra at a time. As you bring your knees into your chest, hands on those knees, let's just rock side to side and just be very proud of yourself for deciding to do this yoga today. Good, and on our exhale, let's go ahead and put those feet on the mat and then extend those legs out. And let's roll into your right side. And let's pull that left heel back, pressing that knee down towards the other leg. So your left heel is pulled back to that back side, pressing that knee down, feeling that nice stretch through your left quadricep. Good, and on your exhale, go ahead and roll to your stomach. See if you can hold on to that left foot. Continue to hold on to it. Rest your forehead on your right thigh or your right arm. And see if you can pull that left knee slightly off the mat. Good, on your exhale, let's release that. Let's come to those forearms into our Sphinx. So let's gently pull that chest forward, lifting that head up. Stay right there. I'm just going to face the other direction. So deep breath in, lifting that head up. Exhale, let's go ahead and lower that chest, and you're going to roll to your left side. And let's pull that right heel towards your backside. Press the right knee down. And take some breaths, feeling that right quadricep stretch. Feel that belly expand and contract with each and every breath. And on your exhale, continue to hold on to that right foot. Let's roll to our stomach. You can rest your head on your left arm and just slightly pull that right knee off the mat if that feels okay for you. Good, on the exhale, let's go ahead and release. Let's bring yourself to your forearms into that Sphinx one more time. So we're not letting our head collapse, we're lifting that head up, gently pulling that chest forward. Then if you feel, you're welcome to stay right here. If you feel comfortable bringing those hands underneath your shoulders, let's gently lift that head up, opening that chest. And let's bring our knees apart, big toes together, and sit back in child's pose. So sit back under those heels, just rest your forehead and breathe. Think about letting the middle of that chest just surrender towards the mat. And then let's walk our fingertips out. So now your backside is in the air. Rest your forehead and continue to let the middle of the chest sink down. Good, let's come up to our hands and knees. Give ourselves a nice cat stretch. Glance up to the ceiling. And then let's tuck our toes under and come to down dog. So those feet are hip width apart. We're going to spread our fingertips apart like a starfish. And as those hips lift, allowing the top of the head to sink down towards the ground. And now let's go ahead and take our right toes up in the air. We're going to walk those hands back. Nose towards your left knee, reach those right toes nice and high. And then exhale, gently swing through. So that right knee is right above the ankle. Let's bring that chest up. Let's tuck the pelvis under to get that good left hip flexor stretch. Lean back into your crescent lunge. And look past your fingertips, swing through. Inhale, reach it up. Let's take the left foot back a little farther, lowering that knee a little bit and leaning back. Let's bring those hands back behind your low back. Clasp the fingers, gently pull the arms straight, bring the chin in your chest. Now rotate and look over your right shoulder. And extend both arms. Your left arm is in front. Deep breath. Good, bring those arms up, lean it back. And let's bring the palms down to the mat. Bring that right foot back. And let's let the chest lead as we come down nice and slow, hugging the sides. So knees down whenever you need to. Nice up dog, lifting that head up. Let's not let the head collapse into the shoulders. Now you could do a push-up this time if you want to, totally optional. And let's come to down dog. And let's start to pedal those feet, releasing that tightness in those lower legs. Now Now inhale, lift those hips up, let the head sink. And let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Let's take our right toes up to the ceiling. And let's walk those hands back a little bit, nose towards your left knee. As you reach your right toes up, your left hand could hold the ankle. That's just an option for you. Straightening that left knee to the best of your ability. Inhale, reach your right toes up. And exhale, let's bring those feet together. Let's cross those forearms, holding your opposite calf. Chin down and straighten those legs the best that you can. On your exhale, let's release those hands. Let's glance up and reverse swan dive up. Standing back then. Good, let's take that right arm down. We're gonna keep those feet together. Left side of the rib cage reaches away from the hip bone, leaning to your right. So walk your right fingertips down that right thigh. Right hand grabs the wrist. Just gently pull and rest your head, pressing that left foot into the mat. Good, inhale up. Exhale a little bit deeper, pressing that left foot into the mat. Good, now let's come to the front of the mat. Standing back then. And as we lower those arms, let's take your left foot behind you. So you're gonna be on that right foot, okay? So engage your abdominals as you lower the chest. See if you wanna lift that left leg into warrior three. Deep breath in. Exhale, lunge on those toes. And let's bring the hands down as you bring that left foot back and walk your right foot over to the right. So we're gonna get ready for prayer twists. Feel free to rest that left knee if you need to. So left elbow outside of the right thigh, press those palms together, right elbow pointing up. Prayer twist. If you want to walk that left foot a little farther away from you, you can. You can take that left knee towards the mat. Try to press your palms tightly together and don't shrug those shoulders. And then on the exhale, let's take one hand down, the other hand down with the left knee down, and both hands on the inside of that foot as we walk that right foot towards the right. So let's sink your left quadricep towards the mat, starting to bend your elbows if you want to. You're welcome to come down to the forearms. If you'd like to use a book or even a pillow, something to put those forearms on, you're welcome to do that. You can also stay on the palms. It's up to you. Remember, you're not in competition with anybody else. This is all about what's best for you today. Each exhale, try to release some of the tightness in those hips. And then as you exhale, let's come up to your palms. Let's take that right knee to the mat. Let's do a nice cat stretch. Glancing up to the ceiling. And with that right wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend your right leg behind you. With the left arm reaching out, let's not collapse into your right shoulder. Lift yourself up. You can take that right foot in the air and that left hand can reach around to grab it. And we can take that right foot towards the ceiling and push the top of the foot away from you. Inhale, really lift. Exhale, let's extend out. Reach as long as you can. And hand and knee down. Let's sit the hips right and bring that right hand on top of the left as you breathe. Good, let's untwist. Give yourself that nice cat stretch again. Glance up to the ceiling. And let's come to our plank. Abs are strong. Hug those sides as you come down. Nice up dog, lifting that head up. Feel free to do a push-up if you choose, and then down dog. Deep breaths in and out, and just keep in mind you can take that break on your knees whenever you need to. Let's go ahead and reach the tailbone up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, allowing that head and chest to sink. And let's reach those left toes up to the ceiling. Walking the hands back a little bit. Nose towards your right knee, left toes way up. Gently swing through. So that left knee should be right above the ankle. We're going to bring that chest up. I want you to tuck the pelvis under, reach those arms up. Crescent lunge. Pass those fingertips and swing through. Inhale up. And let's take that right foot back a little farther. Really tuck the pelvis under, getting that right hip flexor stretch. Hands back behind you. We're going to pull those arms straight as we gently clasp the fingers. Rotate and look over your left shoulder. Both arms extend. Let's take a breath. Good. Both arms up. Really reach. And palms come down to the mat. Left foot back. We're going to allow that chest to lead as we keep the abdominals strong. Nice up dog. Open the chest, lifting the head. Push up if you choose, and then down dog. So in down dog, let's make sure and shift the weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards your knuckles, as you allow that head to sink and lift those hips nice and high. As you exhale, let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. And with fingertips on the ground, let's take those left toes up. Walking our hands back, nose towards your right knee, left toes really reach. If you want to, that right hand can hold the ankle. The right knee is as straight as you feel comfortable, left toes really reaching. And on your exhale, let's walk those hands out. Let's place those feet together. And now let's hug the thighs, holding onto your opposite elbow, chin to your chest. Straighten those legs the best that you can. And to that exhale, release those hands. Let's glance up, lift your tailbone, and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. Good, we're going to take that left arm down. We're going to keep those feet together. Deep breath in, reach. Exhale, leaning to your left. Left hand grabs the wrist. Just gently pull. Rest the head. Half moon. Inhale. Exhale a little bit deeper. See if you can press your right foot into the mat. Good. Front of your mat. Standing back bend. Good. And as we bring the arms down to shoulder height, we're going to take our right toes behind us. You're going to be on that left leg. And as we lower the chest, you can raise the arms just to the point where you're comfortable. Warrior 3. On an exhale, let's bend that left knee, lunge on those right toes, lean back briefly, and let's bring those hands down. And we're going to walk that left foot to your left, getting ready for prayer twist. So your right elbow comes to the outside of that thigh, palms pressed together, left elbow up. You're not shrugging those shoulders. You can always scoot that right foot back. Right knee comes close to the mat. Of course, rest it on the mat if you need to. This is your class. Nice calm face and deep breath as we take one hand down and then the other with the right knee down on the mat and hands on the inside of that foot. In fact, let's walk that left foot farther left and start to bend your elbows. Feel free to bring those forearms down to the mat. Chin is in your chest. Remember, you could use a book here for your forearms. You could use a pillow. But you're taking that right quadricep and really sinking it down towards the mat. Dissolving that tightness through those hips. As you're ready, let's come back to those palms. Let's take that left knee down to the mat and give yourself a nice cat stretch. Glancing to the ceiling. With left wrist directly under the shoulder, left leg extends out. Abs are strong. Without shrugging your shoulders, your right arm reaches. Left foot in the air and that right hand comes around to grab that foot. Let's take the left leg up towards the ceiling, push the top of the foot away and breathe. Deep breaths, let's lift up, really push the top of the foot away. Exhale, let's extend out and reach. Hand and knee down. Let's sit those hips left and bring your left hand on top of the right. Deep breaths. Good, up to those hands and knees. Nice cat stretch. Glancing to the ceiling. Good, let's come to your plank. That upper push-up position. Remember, you're not going to let the hips sag down to lead. It's going to be that chest. And you're going to hug those sides as you come down. Up dog, opening that chest, lifting the head. Push up if you choose, and then down dog. You're welcome to pedal those feet again, feeling that nice release in the lower legs. Exhale, right toes up towards the ceiling. Let's walk the hands back. Let's let that right leg hang to the left, opening up your right hip. More weights in your left hand. Nice opening of the right hip as well as stretch down the right side of the rib cage. And then for pigeon, let's slide that right knee between your hands. Let's tuck your left toes under and walk that left leg back. Hands behind your right knee, open the chest. You can even walk your right foot towards your left hand as long as it's not gonna make you roll to your right. Bring your right hand to the left of your knee and start to walk those hands out. Find a spot for your forehead to rest. Deep breath into the tightness you feel, especially on the right outside of that right hip. Use your exhale to melt it away. And let's glance to the right, resting on the left side of the face. And let's slide that right hand to your low back. Just let those shoulders flop and relax. Deep breaths. Exhaling completely each time. And let's slowly untwist when you're ready. Let's glance forward and allow our left fingertips to walk a little farther away. Forehead down and breathe. Exhale, let's walk it back. Let's open that chest. Good, and we're gonna slide that right knee back. And I want you to come up to your knees, and you're gonna fold the back of your mat up a little bit, just to give you a little bit more cushion. For your left knee, and that right foot's gonna come in front. Okay, so your right leg is in front. You wanna be able to sink as far forward as you can, sinking that left hip flexor forward, but the knee should be right above the ankle, not overextending. Left forearm comes to the outside of your right thigh. Look over your right shoulder. Right hand can slide to the low back. Either stay right here, or if it feels okay to you, to grab that left foot and gently pull it towards you. Please don't do that if it's stressing you out. This is all about what's best for you today. Bend your right knee, and if you do have the foot, gently pull it towards your backside. Keep your breath deep. Exhale, very slowly untwist. Let's unfold the mat. And go ahead and take that right knee to the mat. And let's come back to your plank. Okay, abs are nice and strong. Hug the sides with those elbows. Up dog with an open chest, lifting the head up. Feel free to do the push-up or not, and come to down dog. Shift that weight out of the heel of your hand, lift those hips high, and relax your feet. Enjoy feeling that stretch from glutes to ankles. On the exhale, left toes reaching up. As we walk the hands back a little bit, bend your left knee and let that leg hang to your right, opening up that left hip. Deep breaths. Wonderful stretch down the left side of the rib cage as well. As you're ready on your exhale, let's slide that left knee between your hands for pigeon. You can always walk that right leg a little farther behind you. Open your chest as you pull the hips forward. You're welcome to walk that left foot closer to your right hand, as long as you're not rolling left. Left hand comes a little bit to the right of the knee as we walk our hands out. Rest your forehead. Deep breath into the tightness around that left hip joint. Exhale, really release it. Remembering not to hold back, we're exhaling completely. As you glance left, resting on the right side of the face. And sliding that left hand to your low back. Just an option, take it or leave it. Let's let our shoulders relax and wiggle those fingers. Deep breaths. Exhale, very slowly untwisting. And let's glance forward, taking our right fingertips a little farther away, forehead down for a couple breaths. And let's walk ourselves back. Open the chest and slide your left knee back. Now we're going to fold up the mat for a little bit of cushion for that right knee. And we're going to go ahead and bring that left foot in front, and our chest is up. So you want to be able to sink your hips as far forward as possible without this left knee overextending the ankle. Right forearm on the outside of that left thigh. Look over your left shoulder. Left hand to your low back. Feel free to lift the right foot. Remember, take it or leave it. It's totally up to you. Sink that left knee forward, and if you've got the foot, just gently pull. Keep your breath nice and deep. And just picture that tightness dissolving on your exhale. Slowly untwisting when you're ready. We're going to bring the left knee to the mat and go ahead and unfold the mat. Give yourself a nice cat stretch. Glance up to the ceiling. And let's come to our last plank of today. Wrists below your shoulders, abs lifted. Let's hug those sides with our elbows as you come down. Nice up dog, lift that head up. Push up or not, totally up to you. And down dog. Shift that weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards the middle of the hand. Lift those hips. Relax your feet. If you want to, you can come down to your forearms. And we can walk our toes just a little closer to our elbows. Use the leverage of your forearms to press yourself back a little bit. Gently, knees apart on the mat, big toes together, and look up to your right and rotate your wrist. Right hand palm up underneath the left. Rest on the right side of the face. Left hand rests at your low back. Allow those shoulders just to flop as you breathe. Slowly untwist as you're ready. And let's do the same to the other side. You're going to look up to your left and rotate your wrist. Left hand palm up is coming underneath the right. Rest on the left side of the face. Right hand to the low back. On your exhale, release your shoulders. Slowly untwisting. Let's come on up to the front of the mat. Let's have that yoga strap near you. Legs out in front of you. Let's take a deep breath in. If you know that you can't grab your feet with your hands, that handy dandy yoga strap or necktie or whatever you're using is a good thing to grab those feet with. Let's gently pull those elbows down. Gently press the knees towards the mat. Good, let's slowly walk our hands up the knees, up the legs, shoulders down, and we're going to come into our boat once and then roll back to lie on the mat. So let's bring those arms up, shoulders down. Let's take one leg up, both if you would like to, as long as that low back's all right. Lifting those toes up. Now as we roll back in a second, I'm going to let you come into, or give you the opportunity to come into plow and then shoulder stand. Don't do it if your neck hurts. Feel free to just hug the knees into the chest. So come on back. Feel your way through. If it feels okay to press those knees, you're welcome to stay here if this is better. Gently to press those legs. Back, don't force it. Don't come any farther than you are comfortable with. Knees are coming towards your forehead. I like to keep my hands at my low back for support. You're welcome to put them down on the mat if you prefer. And now let's lift our right toes up to the ceiling, allowing that left knee to sink towards your forehead. And very slowly, let's switch. So now the right knee is coming towards the forehead. Left toes are reaching up. Both legs up for shoulder stand if that feels okay for you. And as you're ready, slowly back to plow. Placing your palms on the mat and one vertebra at a time, rolling towards the mat with your tailbone. All the control is through that middle. Exhale as you get there. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Gently look over one shoulder to stretch your neck. Slowly to the other side. Good, bringing the head back to neutral, hands on your knees. Draw some little circles to massage that low back. Now straight arms between your knees. You're going to hold on to either your ankles or your feet. Let's pull the knees down towards the sides of the rib cage. Take your elbows, press those knees apart, and gently rock side to side. Very good for the low back as you pull those knees down towards the sides of the rib cage. Now you can stay right here, or your first two fingers can make a hook with your big toes and gently press those heels apart, allowing those legs to relax out. Deep breaths as you gently push the knees away from you. Let's release. Let's hug the right knee into our chest and let that left leg rest on the mat as you rotate that right foot gently. Now let's take our yoga strap and put that right foot into the yoga strap. As we take the right leg out to the right and you glance left. Now let's flex our left foot to keep that left hip rolled to the mat. Gently pulling with your right hand. Make sure you're looking to your left. Deep breaths. Exhale, we can bring that right foot into the air. Move the strap towards your heel, relax your foot, and as you pull the leg towards you, gently push that right knee away from you. Slowly backing away, moving that strap towards the ball of your foot. Let's get a good flex and gently pull the leg towards you. You're welcome to roll the foot out or in by pulling on one side of that strap. Exhale, let's hold on to the strap with your left hand. And let's take the leg across the body as you glance right. Wonderful IT band stretch straight down the outside of that right thigh. Good, exhale. Let's place the strap down, give both knees a nice tight hug, and release the right leg. Hugging, do that. Hugging your left knee into your chest and rotating that foot a little bit. And now let's place the strap around our left foot. Left hand holds the strap as we bring that leg out to the left, glancing to your right. Let's keep that right hip rolled down to the mat by flexing your right foot. Gently pull left toes aimed to the wall behind you. Big breaths. Taking that left foot up. Moving the strap towards your heel, relaxing your foot. Let's pull the leg towards us and press that left knee gently away. And as we move the leg away, moving that strap towards the ball of our foot, flex the foot. And as you pull the leg towards you, feel free to roll it out or in. See which one deepens your left calf stretch. And release. Right hand holds that strap as you take the leg across the body. Glance left, and let's gently pull so those toes aim to the wall behind you. Stretching straight down your left IT band. As you're ready, let's place that strap down. And let's lengthen your body from fingertips to toes. So how long can you make yourself? As you exhale, let's bring those arms somewhere near your sides, palms up. I want you to get in a comfortable position, so whatever that is for you. You could allow those feet to just flop out naturally. Arms at your sides, palms up. Eyes are closed. Honor the natural curve in your spine. And let's allow our breath to help us release any tightness, tension, or negativity as we scan down the body for these last few minutes. Pull the breath to the very top of the head and allow that breath as you exhale to roll across your forehead, flow across your temples, roll across the back of the head, across your eyes, nose and cheekbones, flowing across the back of your jaw and straight down the sides and back of your neck, flowing across the top of your shoulders, allowing that chest to open up, releasing across the upper back. Feeling that breath flowing down your arms, rounding your elbows, straight down your forearms, to your wrists, palms on the top of your hand, between your fingers and all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, just move those fingers gently, letting stress and tension escape through your fingertips. Feeling that breath roll across your rib cage, one rib at a time. Rolling from your mid-back down to your low back and across your waist and abdominals. Exhale, those hips and glutes just release. Quadriceps and hamstrings relax. Across those knees, shins and calves, ankles. As your breath rounds the heels and flows up the arch of your foot, rolling across the top of your foot, between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. Wiggling the toes just gently, letting anything negative leave through those toe tips. Feeling nice and peaceful. Noticing that new perspective on your day. Ready to take it on. So we're going to be nice to ourselves coming out of this position slowly. Feel free to bend your knee and place that foot on the mat when you're ready. And let the other knee join it. Rolling to one side. So your bottom arm is your pillow. And just gently pressing up to a nice sitting position. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart. Thanks for joining me for yoga. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.